Okay, so a contractor reached out to me. He was in the roofing and deck space, and he was having struggles in his business and just wanted to go through his processes a little bit more in depth. He was in the roofing and deck space, and I'm going to uncover what we found. All right, this contractor was getting most of his leads through Facebook and referrals. In the last month, he got about 20 estimates. Not bad. 15 of those were for roofing, and 5 of those were for decks. The lowest ticket he offers is $5,000. That's meaning plenty of those jobs were higher than that price. He closed 4. Stay with me. Stay with me here for a second. That means that 16 of those deals entered his world and left without saying a yes. Now, at the lowest price point, that's $80,000 that never became real revenue. And he looked at me dead in the eye and said the sentence every contractor says right before they waste money. He says to me, I think I need more leads. Wrong. No. Stop it. For the love of God, stop. More leads just means more people to ignore, more estimates to lose, and more time burned driving around for nothing if your process has more holes in it than a golf course. Understand this, the problem wasn't leads. The problem was that nobody owned what happened after the lead showed up. And now you're probably asking, well, what would you do about it, Mr. Smarty Pants? Here's exactly what I would do in the first 30 days to fix this step by step. The first step is that we stop leads from coming in like random guests at a party. You may think more people at the function sounds great until they start drinking everything and steal the TV from your kid's bedroom. Every lead needs to enter the business the same way with the same minimum information. So we install a simple qualification system, and you can use a web page for this, not just a contact us box, but a real intake. It captures the basics up front, the things that decide whether the job is even worth touching at all. It collects the project type. In this case, it would be roofing or deck. Is it a repair? Is it a replace? Is it a new build? Is it existing? We assess where the address is in the service area for confirmation. Is it a time? What's the timeline? Is it emergency? Is it 1 to 2 weeks? Is it 30 days, 60 plus? We ask for a budget range as well, not exact dollars, but a range that tells us if they can play in your league at all. We also ask for who's the decision maker? Are you the homeowner? And are you ready to actually move forward with this project? We can also gather photos before you even go out there. What's the current roof look like? Is there a damage area? If it's a deck area, anything that they can upload. How they found you? Was this a referral? Was this Facebook? Was this Google? Was this a sign, etc.? Then we also assess, is there any deal breakers, any financing needed, any insurance claim, HOA restrictions, or any permits that are going to be needed. This is not about being picky. This is about not driving 45 minutes for someone who has a $2,500 budget and wants a $15,000 job. Now, the moment that form is submitted, two things happen instantly. The first thing is that the lead is created in the backend system. It is tagged by job type and placed into a pipeline stage called new lead, not qualified. The second thing is that the homeowner gets an immediate text response that what I call it starts the dating process and it immediately sets the expectations. This message can sound something like, got it. Thanks for sending this in. Next step is a quick call to confirm the details and see if we're even a fit. If we are, we'll schedule a site visit and you'll receive an estimate right after the appointment. This one message alone changes everything because now the homeowner knows there is a process. You're not just some guy showing up just to look around. But now also the contractor gets notified immediately with the lead details and the form responses. What this does, it prevents any more of I'll call them laters or no more losing the lead in a text thread, no more forgetting who asked for what. What happens is now every lead is now sitting in one place with context. And now the next phase of this is now we tighten up the phone call. This is the phone call right after you receive a text message from all the details. Most contractors answer the phone like this. They say, "Yeah, we can do that. when do you want me to come take a look? And that's exactly how you end up doing free consulting for people who were never even buying in the first place. So, when working with this contractor, I would give him a short, repeatable call framework that takes 3 to 5 minutes. But real quick, grab a piece of paper and a pen and write this down. The goal is not to sell on the call, the goal is to qualify and book the estimate. And here's what that call sequence will look like, right? So, step one, you're going to confirm what they submitted. Just read through what they sent you. You can say, you're looking for a roof replacement. The timeline is within 30 days, and you're the homeowner, correct? Or is your wife the one in charge? The next step, step two, is you're going to clarify the scope in one or two questions. Let's say this is for roofing, right? How old is the roof? And is there a full replacement or a section? Is there a pool in your living room? Should I bring my swim trunks when I come visit you? Or if this is a deck, you can say, is this a repair, rebuild, or is this brand new? You are looking for clarity, not a full fucking design meeting. Step three, you're going to confirm the budget range without sounding like a class A weirdo. You can say something like, most projects like this land in a certain range depending on materials and the scope. Based on what you shared, are you comfortable within that budget window? And if they hesitate, you don't argue, you just classify. And if they're not in range, you don't schedule, you just redirect them. Step four, you're going to confirm the decision and urgency. You can say something like, are you looking to move forward once you have the estimate, assuming everything checks out? This exposes the price shoppers, even if they were a referral. Step five, you're going to schedule the on site estimate if they qualify. What you do is you book the appointment while you're on the phone. And the key detail here is you don't send them a time, you lock it in and you set the rules and the expectations. You can say something like, okay, I have Tuesday at 3 or Thursday at 10, which works better? You say, great, the visit is about 30 minutes. We'll confirm the scope. I'll answer any questions while I'm already there, and I'll send you an estimate and we can discuss it together since I'm already on site. That two simple option close is a cheat code. But the next thing you would do is then you would confirm the appointment immediately by text and email with the date and time and the address, what you need from them, if there's any access, any photos, gate codes, etc. And then also what happens next, along with a rescheduling policy. And what happens here is now the homeowner isn't treating this like a casual maybe. It's an actual appointment. All right, the next phase here is exactly where leads go to die. If you're a contractor listening to this and you don't have anything like this set up, this is probably you, right? You schedule the on site estimate, but then life happens. You get busy, forget to confirm, and the homeowner forgets too. You may go to the house and they're not even there. So now you have a no show and you just wasted the drive. And you might be asking, how do we combat this? So, what we set up is we automate the follow up sequence around the appointment. For example, the backend system will send a personalized but customized message 24 hours before the appointment. And this confirmation message is to prime them with the expectations and what they can look forward to. And just for an example, you can do 3 hours before, which is just a reminder in the arrival window. And we even sneak in a brag message. And what this can look like is something like, here's a photo of a recent job we just completed. Or you can send a video of a happy homeowner giving you a positive testimonial. And what this does is this builds trust and makes no shows drop hard. And if the lead never schedules an appointment, then the system follows up automatically. Again, not in a spammy way, just professional. It'll look something like this. Let's say day one, you can say, do you still want this on the calendar? And day three, you can say, if timing changed, no problem. What's your updated timeline look like? If it's day seven, you can say, I can hold one more slot this week. Do you want it? Or maybe 14 days go by and you say, should I close your request or are you still planning to move forward? Most contractors don't follow up like this because they don't have the time, but the system has time. It never forgets, it never gets tired, it never gets awkward. And the goal here is to make the homeowner understand that they're a part of a professional process. This also gives them a glimpse of what it's like to work with you. Now, the next phase of this, you're finally on the on site. Here's usually what happens, right? Most contractors walk around, they take some photos, they take some measurements, and then they go home and eventually send them a number through text or whatever means they decide to do. But I had a contractor, for example, give my family member a write up on a loose leaf paper, and he just ended up walking away, never to be heard from again. So most contractors don't follow up like this because they don't have the time or because they just don't know that's exactly what they should be doing. That leaves the homeowner with uncertainty, and uncertainty creates the pricing battle. So we standardize what happens on site. At the end of the visit, the contractor collects the missing details through a quick on site survey that gets sent to him automatically. And the purpose of this, again, is to keep everything consolidated. You're going to get the scope confirmation, the measurements, the materials, the notes, obstacles or risk factors, timeline expectations, any options or upgrades the homeowner may have asked about, or maybe that you presented to them. And the most important thing about this is that it confirms the next steps. And think about if you have somebody who's on site and you're the owner, right? They can follow this process to a T, and it's very easy for them to do so. And the estimate is delivered with a built in next step to it. Not let me know. And that's contractor language for I don't care if I even get this job. It's more like I'm going to send you this over to you in a few minutes. We will review it together by doing a quick 10-minute review to go through it. And I can answer any questions for you while I'm still here. This is when you handle all of the objections in person. That one move alone increases close rates because you're guiding the decision. You're not throwing a number out into the wild and then going on to the next one. Now, you're probably asking, why does this work? Because now somebody owns what happens after the lead shows up, not the homeowner, not throwing it to luck, not memory, a systematized process. Every lead gets captured, every lead gets qualified, every estimate gets booked with rules and expectations, every appointment gets confirmed, every estimate gets handled and followed up with. And that's exactly how you turn 20 leads into 20 controlled outcomes instead of 20 emotional guesses. Because the problem wasn't leads. The problem was that nobody owned the process after the lead showed up. Now you can take everything that we just talked about, build it out, and start implementing it on your own. Or you can hire me and I can have this all set up for you. The choice is yours. Just send me a message and I'll talk to you in the next one.